check out my superfood granola. This delicious recipe is grain-free, low in sugar and starch, packs a whole variety of nutrient-dense nuts and seeds, and of course lots of healthy fats. We took out the high glycemic carbohydrates and brought in the fuel that your body really wants. Now as a kid, guys, I used to freaking love cereal. I would eat it every day. And so I created this recipe to kind of scratch my own itch because I was missing the cereals that I would eat, but I didn't want to put that processed, chemical-laden garbage into my body. So instead, I created a healthy version of this delicious granola that you are going to love. One of the best parts about this is that you can make a big batch and you store it in the freezer where it keeps for months and months, and you could just break some out as you eat it, and you could enjoy it with your favorite coconut milk, almond milk, or macadamia nut milk. You could have it on yogurt, so of course grass-fed yogurt, or any number of different things. Even just snacking on it plain is absolutely delicious. All right, let's get started. Ryan Kennedy here with LivingFit.com, your #1 resource to optimizing your health, and we're going to get started on this grain-free superfood granola recipe. So I have all my dry ingredients laid out for you, and it's super simple. It's just 1 cup of each of these things. So we got 1 cup of pumpkin seeds, 1 cup of sunflower seeds, and we just dump it all into this large baking pan. 1 cup of unsweetened toasted coconut flakes, 1 cup of unsweetened shredded coconut, 1 cup of crushed walnuts, 1 cup of crushed almonds, we got some pecans, and of course macadamia nuts, one of my all-time favorite nuts. And then we're just going to mix it all together, just combining all these dry ingredients. All right, then we'll head on over here to the saucepan for our wet ingredients. So you're going to start by adding ½ a cup of coconut oil to a saucepan and letting that all melt down. Then we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of grass-fed butter. Now, if you prefer to use all coconut oil, that's fine. Just add an extra 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. I personally like to mix up the fats and add a little butter because it contains different nutrients and fatty acids than the coconut oil. So both are great options. If you prefer just to use all of one or the other, that's perfectly fine. I do a ½ cup of coconut, 2 tablespoons of butter. Then I'm going to do a little 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, tablespoon of cinnamon, a 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, and then our sweetener, which is going to be YACON syrup. YACON syrup is one of my favorite low glycemic sweeteners. It gets its sweet flavor from fructooligosaccharides, which is a type of prebiotic fiber which tastes very sweet to the tongue but doesn't actually contain any sugars. It's pretty amazing stuff. I'm a big fan of it. And we'll just continually stir it as we combine all these ingredients together. Now you can also try to experiment with substituting in monk fruit extract sweetener over YACON syrup, but I've only made it with YACON syrup and find it tastes incredible. YACON syrup's got a glycemic index of 1, so it will not cause a spike in blood sugar whatsoever, and the FOS, the fiber, actually really helps to feed the good bacteria in your gut, so there are actually some benefits to it. So you'll know the wet ingredients are done once you start to get this frothiness along the top. You can go ahead and turn off the heat. So once your wet ingredients are all done, we're going to pour them over the dry ingredients that we just mixed previously, trying to lay it over nice and evenly. And then using 2 spoons, we are going to stir it up really good, combining all the dry and wet ingredients well together. Once really mixed together, we're going to pop it in the oven at 350 degrees for 10 minutes. Then we'll take it out, we'll give it another really good stir, and we'll pop it back in for another 10 minutes at 350, and then you'll be done. So our granola is fresh out of the oven, and we're giving it one more stir, combining it really well. And what you're going to want to do is allow it to cool down completely, and then transfer it into an airtight glass container of your choice. It's best to store it in the freezer, although you can store it in the fridge. But storing it in the freezer not only preserves it for longer, but it also gives it a really nice crunchy texture, which is really perfect for this granola recipe. And then, as I mentioned before, you can enjoy it in a variety of different ways and have it just in the freezer on hand, ready to go anytime you need a delicious, quick bowl of granola. I hope you enjoyed this video. Head on over to livingfit.com and check out our other articles and videos so that you can learn how to look, feel, and perform at your best. Thanks for watching.